ushering the light's return on a winter's night, on a winter's night. When Alma was a very young child, she left her home to go live with her grandmother in the dark northern country. Her grandmother needed someone to help her manage the daily tasks of living, and Alma was quite capable. She loved the tasks that kept her busy around the house, baking, sweeping, spinning, knitting, and caring for the shaggy pony that lived in the paddock out back. Their little home was small but comfortable, placed on top of a hillside overlooking the ocean. Alma thrived there in the northern country during the summertime, when the temperature was mild and she could spend long hours outdoors in the salt air. But in the wintertime, there were hardly any hours of daylight in that part of the world. Alma would often find herself on the shores of the beach at night time, where the moonlight on the waves would give the soft illusion of sunlight. It was there that she most liked to dream and think about her future adventures and of all those that she would meet. It was hard to see in the dark, and in this northern country, which was dark most of the time, she could hardly see at all. But on top the shaggy pony, Alma would be carried safely to where she needed to go. That pony knew the landforms inside and out and could safely navigate the harshest terrains, even in the pitch of darkness. One evening, when Alma was strolling alongside the shaggy pony on the beach, picking up seashells and placing them in her apron pocket, as she often did, she saw a stone moving in the moonlight rhythmically along the sand. As she approached it, it appeared to be less stone-like and more shell-like. But what was this? Legs? A tail? Oh, and a little head! It was a little turtle who had come to shore and was there alongside her on the beach. The turtle, when he saw her approach, spoke in a voice that was as crisp as a winter breeze, and he said, "Oh, darling child, I have been afloat for many weeks in search of my friends and family. I became separated from them in a fierce storm, and now I wander alone. I am much too tired and hungry to continue on. Might I find refuge with you until I have the restored strength to continue my search?" "But of course," Alma assured him. She was delighted to be talking to such a wonderful and mysterious creature, and she had the utmost compassion for his circumstances. "I will do what I can," and with that, she carried him back to her little house by way of the shaggy pony. "Where shall I leave you when I do my chores?" Alma asked. "On top of the table, under the cupboard, or under the downy covers of my bed?" "Do carry me with you," said the turtle, "for I would so much like to accompany you during your tasks and have the pleasure of your companionship." "But I need my hands to bake and sweep and spin and knit," she told him. It was then that the turtle pointed out the deep pocket in her apron. "Place me in there," he said. "Then you can carry on hands free, and we shall be together." "Won't it be too dark in that deep pocket when we are already surrounded by so much darkness?" "I'll be quite fine," said the turtle with a wink. "I will shine my light." "Your light?" she asked. "You mean there's a light inside that shell?" "Of course," he said. "How else would we survive the darkest depths of the ocean and the dark sorrows of separation from our loved ones? The light that shines in me is a light as soft and warm as embers and as bold and piercing as the northern star. See for yourself." And Alma lifted him to eye level and peered within. "Oh," she gasped, "how splendid! How divine! I wish I had a light like that, as soft and warm as embers and as bold and piercing as the North Star." The turtle looked at her with curiosity. "But you do," he said. She smiled, acknowledgingly, thinking that he meant his light that she could now see from inside her pocket. Weeks passed, and Alma continued to help her grandmother with the baking, sweeping, spinning, knitting, and of course, caring for the shaggy pony. The turtle happily recuperated while being quite spoiled on baked goods and soft bedding, made of bits of roving from the spinning wheel and the pony hair from the grooming brushes that were tucked alongside him in that apron pocket. The long, dark days that blended into nights passed quickly as they enjoyed their time and tasks together. One evening, when Alma was heading out of the barn to care for the shaggy pony after finishing her indoor chores, she looked out upon the hillside and saw the most spectacular display of lights. Green, purple, pink, silver, dancing ribbons in the sky. It was the aurora borealis, the very best part of those dark, dark winter months. It was a dazzling display. You could almost hear the melody of the colors as they danced their dance and wove their fancy ribbons of magic. Alma was mesmerized and made sure that the turtle could see the spectacle. But as she reached for him inside her pocket, she noticed his little expression. It was unmistakably sad. "Is it not a glorious sight?" she asked. "Oh, indeed," was his reply. "But it's on nights like this, when the colors appear, that the turtles sing their most beautiful songs in the sea," he told her. "I wish I could hear them now. I wish very much to find my family. Perhaps we could send them a message," she said. "Who knows what magic might be about on a night like this?" And reaching into her pocket, she pulled out a seashell, one that she had gathered up on one of her many trips to the beach. And taking a deep breath, she slowly exhaled her whispered words. And she poured forth the longing of connection into that shell and from their perch up on the hillside she tossed it into the deep waters below. "Let us ride down to the beach," she beckoned to her companions. And they did, the girl on top the shaggy pony, and the turtle tucked safely into her pocket. Even before they reached the beach, you could see an enchanted sight beyond imagining there on the sand. It looked as if 1,000 stars had fallen from the sky and were now roaming the water's edge. As they approached, Alma could see their round bodies like tumbled stones moving about with expectancy and urgency. It was the largest gathering of turtles she had ever witnessed, all glowing and shimmering on that dark winter's beach. The turtle was beyond excited to be reunited with his family, but when he turned to her, it was now her face that held the expression of sadness. "Don't be sad," he told her. "Oh, I am so very happy for you," she said. "It's just that I have grown quite fond of our connection, and of knowing that I have that light inside, well, inside my pocket." "As for our connection," said the turtle, "that will never be broken, and as for the light, you do have a light, and it shines in you, not in me, in your pocket. It's your light of kindness. I see how you help your grandmother and complete your tasks with joy. I see how you care for the shaggy pony and how you have cared for me. The light that shines in you is the light of kindness, and it shall never be extinguished." As he spoke the words, she began to feel a feeling as soft and warm as embers and as bold and piercing as the North Star. She recognized this feeling, the feeling of her inner light. She knew that he was right, and that the light, now recognizable, would shine and guide her on her way. Alma and the turtle parted ways quite content. She had helped him find his family, and he had helped her recognize the feeling of her own inner light, and they knew that they would always be friends. From then on, she performed her household tasks of baking, sweeping, spinning, knitting, and caring for the shaggy pony, with that knowledge and feeling of her inner light, a light that could shine anywhere, even in the darkest of times, and even in the darkest